my goodness.
From a terrible video has emerged depicting a car crashing aggressively into a turnpike toll plaza to the fiery accident, which occurred at approximately led to the closure of both sides of the busy East Coast Highway, or a motorist who excessively speeded at 110 mph, lost control of his Range Rover and collided with a beautician while demonstrating his driving skills. They were caused by carelessness when driving, which affects not only the driver himself but also those around him. Join us as we embark on an exciting voyage of exploration and revelation on our channel. The Florida Turnpike is a major toll highway in the state of Florida, United States. A terrible video has emerged depicting a car crashing aggressively into a turnpike toll plaza and propelling a passenger through the windshield of the vehicle. Even more remarkable is the fact that the passenger escaped serious injury. The footage captures the SUV speeding towards the toll plaza, ultimately colliding with the barrier between two toll booths. Following the SUV coming to a stop, it burst into flames, enveloping the toll plaza in smoke.
Oh my gosh. Pendleton, oh my goodness. Oh my.
Footage captured the moment a train collided with a semi near Pendleton, Indiana on October 9, 2020. The semi's driver was not inside the cab when the crash occurred. According to authorities, the train's operator received minor injuries and was treated at the scene. In the thrilling footage, you can witness the semi-truck colliding with multiple cars, eventually flipping onto its side before finally coming to a stop in full view of a news camera. Suddenly, the accident scene turned horrific as an 18-wheeler emerged, smashing into cars before overturning onto its side. The truck appeared to lose control and crushed one white SUV. Luckily, there was no one left in that car. Nashville's dynamic blend of music, culture, business, and entertainment makes it a unique and exciting destination for residents and visitors alike. Last Christmas in 2020, police have unveiled footage showing the exact moment when an explosion rocked downtown Nashville, Tennessee on Christmas Day, causing damage to buildings and hurting a minimum of 3 individuals. Ealing, a borough in West London, is a bustling area with various roads and traffic conditions. A motorist, who excessively speeded at 110 mph, lost control of his Range Rover and collided with a beautician while demonstrating his driving skills. I struggled to identify the black object that just went by. He has been sentenced to jail for the incident that occurred near Ealing, London, on May 18, 2023. We should be cautious when driving, for our own sake and for the sake of those around us. Haven't subscribed yet? Come be part of our lively community today. Harbor 110 Freeway is a major north-south highway in Los Angeles, California. In the early hours of New Year's Day on Jan 4, 2017, on the Harbor 110 Freeway in South LA, a videographer came to the aid of a driver whose car had burst into flames. This situation unfolded when a dark vehicle stalled on the highway without any hazard lights, leading the videographer to try and signal to other drivers. Unfortunately, an oncoming car collided with the stranded SUV, causing it to catch fire. The videographer leapt into action, assisting the driver in escaping from the burning SUV. Ypsilanti Township is located in southeastern Michigan, United States, and is part of Washtenaw County. A residence in Ypsilanti Township was invaded, triggering a prolonged pursuit that culminated in a dramatic collision. Miraculously, all individuals involved survived the collision. South Korea has an extensive network of highways that span the country, connecting major cities, regions, and key transportation hubs. A wall of flames erupted as a 3.5-ton truck, transporting flammable paint thinner, exploded in a South Korean highway, setting alight and damaging 11 other vehicles. The explosion resulted in 21 people sustaining injuries as it took place within the Sangju Tunnel on the Central Inland Expressway near Changwon City on Monday, October 27, 2015. On May 16, 2020, a serious blaze erupted at 327 East Boyd Street in downtown Los Angeles, causing 12 firefighters to sustain hurts.
Offensive mode, be known as Boyd IC.
Immediately come to the aid of their fallen colleagues.
Mayday, all companies off out of the building. Mayday.
The fire flared up quickly and swallowed the building, the fireball seeming to block any way out. Fortunately, all firefighters are anticipated to recover from their hurts. Keep watching for enthralling content right through to the end. In Connecticut, a tractor-trailer carrying thousands of gallons of gasoline burst into flames on I-95 early Thursday morning. The fiery accident, which occurred at approximately 5:30 a.m. on May 3, 2024, led to the closure of both sides of the busy East Coast Highway. The explosion happened when the truck, loaded with 8,500 gallons of gas, collided with another tractor-trailer and a car. Shimla is a popular hill station and the capital city of the Indian state of Himachal Pradesh. A shocking video depicted a multi-story building leaning perilously before ultimately falling onto at least one adjacent house in Shimla, Himachal Pradesh, India. This incident resulted in additional damage to two nearby buildings. The region in the western Himalayas has a reputation for being susceptible to landslides.
A statement told local media two other two-story buildings were
At approximately noon on July 16, 2021, a structure crumbled in Vidovdanska Street, near the Red Cross, leading to the evacuation of the building's occupants. Local residents were eyewitnesses to the distressing incident. The Thrush S2 RT660 Thrush 710P is an agricultural aircraft widely used for crop dusting and spraying operations. In Jan 2024, a devastating scene as a small aircraft explodes upon hitting an electricity pole in Chile. The Thrush S2 RT660 Thrush 710P firefighting airplane struck a utility pole, lost control, and crashed onto Ruta 5 near Panguillermo, Chile. The aircraft subsequently struck a car and burst into flames.
¿Y la avioneta? ¿Y la avioneta?
Oh, cayó la...
Hoy la purita se salvó de raja, weón.
¿A dónde va la purita?
¿Usted sabe cuándo cayó?
Sí, estaba ahí con la bomba.
Yo iba a salir con el...
The pilot of the plane, 58-year-old Spaniard Fernando Solans Robles. Additionally, 3 individuals on the ground sustained serious hurt due to the crash, as described by local residents. Turin Airport is an international airport serving the city of Turin in northern Italy. In September 2023, a grave plane crash occurred at Caselle. During performance tests, a Frexit tricolore plane suddenly lost altitude and veered away from the group of other aircraft it was flying with, ultimately crashing near the airport. The aircraft burst into flames upon impact, and just seconds earlier, the pilot was ejected from the cockpit with a parachute. The plane veered off the runway and collided with several yellow vehicles. Fortunately, no one got hurt either. Lewiston Nez Perce County Regional Airport is located approximately 5 miles south of downtown Lewiston. The fire burned fiercely. The pilot's condition is unknown. The C-130 Hercules has been in continuous production since the 1950s, making it one of the longest-serving military aircraft in history. The crash of a U.S. C-130 Hercules aircraft, which was reportedly provided to the Taliban in 2021, marks a tragic event in Afghanistan. The aircraft circled the sky before it appeared that the pilot lost control, leading to a sudden descent and intense fire. Thankfully, there were no hurts. On 15th May 2013, a massive landslide, triggered by melting snow, prompted a large-scale rescue operation amid concerns of people being trapped beneath tons of debris. Unprecedented rainfall has been attributed to triggering multiple landslides in the Central European nation. Emergency crews suspect a car may be buried under the rubble after tons of soil and rock cascaded onto the roadway. Navajo Beach, also known as Shipwreck Beach, is a picturesque cove on the coast of Zakynthos, one of the Ionian Islands in Greece.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The aftermath of a cliff collapse at Navajo Beach in Zante was captured on video. The footage shows rocks tumbling and crashing into the sea, resulting in a surge of water and a significant wave hitting a moored boat. Part of the mountain collapsed suddenly, and unfortunately tourists were not warned about this. Terrified tourists try to reach a safe distance from the falling rocks. The incident led to hurts for at least 7 people, including 2 children. Rock Creek Bay is part of the broader environmental conservation efforts in Prince William Sound. On September 15, 2009, a significant geological event occurred at Rock Creek Bay in Lake Powell, located within the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area in Utah. A section of the rocky cliff collapsed, sending a massive amount of rock and debris into the bay. The collapse would have altered the landscape of the bay, potentially affecting both the natural environment and recreational activities in the area. Partshins, a picturesque village known for its natural beauty and the impressive Partshins waterfall, faced some challenges due to this geological occurrence. In August 2011, a significant rockfall occurred in the Longair area near Partshins, South Turrell. This event, known locally as Felsters Longar, involved a substantial amount of rock debris descending from the mountainside, impacting the local landscape and infrastructure. Buni is a town located in the Chitral district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in Pakistan. In July 2023, a landslide struck a village in northern Pakistan during heavy monsoon rains, causing extensive damage, and the terrain changed and widespread subsidence occurred. The event underscored the urgent need for better infrastructure and disaster preparedness measures in high-risk areas. Haven't joined our community yet? Don't miss out on all the fun. Sign up now and become a part of our exhilarating escapades. In Hastings Old Town, East Sussex, a rock slide into the sea occurred.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Jeez!
The giant rock separated and collapsed violently into the sea. This event disrupted coastal activities and raised concerns about coastal erosion and safety.
Jeez!
Weissenthal is a settlement consisting of scattered mountain estates in the canton of Schweiz, Switzerland. The Weissenthal rockfall in the Weissenthal region of Switzerland, where a substantial amount of rock material detached from the mountainside, posing risks to infrastructure and safety in the area. George Bush Intercontinental Airport IA plays a crucial role in connecting Houston to the rest of the world and is a key hub for both domestic and international travel. In a shocking event in March 2024, a United Airlines Boeing 737-900 N3-1412 experienced a harrowing engine fire while flying over the Gulf of Mexico. The plane had taken off from Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Texas and was heading to Fort Myers, Florida, when the left engine suddenly caught fire, compelling the pilot to promptly make an emergency return to the airport. This incident occurred just 15 minutes after takeoff, with 167 passengers aboard the Boeing 737-900. Despite the alarming nature of the situation, all passengers and crew members emerged unscathed and the plane landed safely.
And they found some of the landing gear over there. They think it was a United.
Haneda Airport's efficiency, convenience, and proximity to central Tokyo make it a popular choice for both domestic and international travelers. On Jan 1, 2024 at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, a Japan Airlines airplane caught fire firing a collision with a Coast Guard aircraft. All 379 passengers and crew members were successfully evacuated. The Airbus A350 burst into flames as it skidded along the tarmac, and fire crews made frantic efforts to extinguish the blaze. The plane's windows emitted flames, and its nose was on the ground while rescue workers sprayed it with water. Additionally, there was burning debris scattered across the runway. The involved aircraft, Flight 516 from New Chitos Airport in Hokkaido to Tokyo's Haneda Airport, carried 367 passengers, including 8 children. Miraculously, all passengers and 12 crew members were safely evacuated. Serious incidents warn us about aviation safety in the future. Plane accidents on roads are rare but can be particularly dangerous due to the proximity to vehicles and pedestrians. In November 2023, a collision took place at a shopping plaza located off Midway Road. The 87-year-old pilot was hurted as a result of the incident, and the shopping plaza sustained damage.
Yeah, looks like no one survived that.
However, the initial reports did not specify the extent of the damage or whether there were any additional hurts to bystanders. In March 2024, a small plane crash was reported near Interstate 40 in West Nashville, Tennessee. The incident occurred, but as of the latest reports, there is no information available regarding hurts. Investigations into the cause of the crash would likely have been initiated to determine the factors contributing to the incident. Hopefully, no one got hurt. The Cirrus SR-22T is a high-performance single-engine aircraft known for its advanced technology and safety features. On March 5, 2024 in Renton, US, a small plane with engine failure deployed a parachute, saving the pilot and passenger from a potential disaster. Onlookers reported hearing an explosion before seeing the plane falling to the ground.
7 Charlie Sierra, report cap.
The pilot emerged unharmed after the plane's landing.
All aircraft on ground, still stand by emergency progress. 7 Charlie Sierra's engine failure.
Don't miss out on the thrill. Sign up now and join in our thrilling escapades. Russia's most proficient close air support aircraft up to now is the Su-25 Frogfoot. In a remarkable incident recorded on camera in December of 2022, a Su-25 aircraft with apparently malfunctioning landing gear can be observed making a cautious approach to a landing strip in an effort to perform a belly-first landing. Fortunately, no one got hurt. The Boeing 777-200A is widely favored by global airlines for its versatility and high performance. On September 8, 2015, a British Airways Boeing 777-200ER had an engine fire at McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas. The left engine caught fire during takeoff due to an uncontained engine failure. All 157 passengers and 13 crew members evacuated using emergency slides. This incident emphasized the significance of preparedness and the quick response of the flight crew and emergency services.
We got two coming into view right now. Ooh.
Aviation accidents this day in history. July 23, 2018. The airplane crashed while landing on the ultralight field due to the pilot's failure to maintain proper airspeed and exceeding the critical angle of attack during a turn, resulting in an aerodynamic stall, as revealed by the pilot's statement and ground-based video footage. Fortunately, no one got hurt. Remember to express your support by giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. An aircraft landed safely at Newcastle Airport without landing gear after using up fuel while circling for nearly 3 hours. The pilot and passengers disembarked without assistance following the incident in a twin turboprop Beechcraft Super King Air shortly after taking off from the same airport after the pilot reported landing gear problems. There were no reports of significant damage. Changi Airport is one of the most renowned and busiest airports globally, located in Singapore.
Thank you.
A Singapore Airlines Sia flight to Milan had a fire in its right engine during an emergency landing in Singapore on June 27, 2016. The Boeing 777-300ER returned to Singapore after an engine oil warning message. Firefighters extinguished the fire after landing, and all 222 passengers and 19 crew members escaped unharmed. The 1969 twin-engine Aero Commander 500S was a popular aircraft choice for both civilian and military applications. In a Broward County industrial area, a storage building was struck by a small plane, which then crashed to the ground. The 1969 twin-engine Aero Commander 500S had departed from Pompano Beach and was en route to Opa-locka. It had been in flight for just 9 minutes before it crashed at 1781S. Park Road in Pembroke Park. The impact of the collision with the building's 5th floor was so intense that the engine separated from the aircraft. On May 5, 2019, a tragic plane crash involving an Aeroflot Sukhoi Superjet 100 at Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport. The aircraft, which was en route to the northern city of Murmansk, experienced technical difficulties, prompting the pilot to initiate a return to the airport. As it made an emergency landing, a fire erupted, causing extensive damage to the rear section of the plane before it finally came to a halt. Shah Amanat International Airport is one of the major airports in Bangladesh. In September 2018, an US Bangla Airlines flight carrying 164 passengers was compelled to perform an emergency landing at Shah Amanat International Airport in Chattogram due to a technical issue, which rendered the nose gear inoperable. The pilot skillfully executed a landing without deploying the front landing gear. Fortunately, no hurts were reported as a result of the incident. Stay tuned for some fantastic insights you wouldn't want to miss out on. The Sanford Airport Fire Department swiftly managed to extinguish the fire following a training aircraft's short landing and subsequent contact with an unoccupied part single-engine aircraft at Orlando Sanford International Airport. The runway remained closed for several hours for inspection. Aeroflot Flight 1492 crash-landed and caught fire during an emergency landing at a Moscow airport on May 5, 2019. The 40 passengers and one crew member were on board, with 37 people surviving. The Sukhoi Superjet 100 was en route from Sheremetyevo Airport to Murmansk in northwest Russia when the emergency was declared. Captain Denis Evdokimov has been accused of negligence based on investigators' findings contradicting his malfunction claim. Aero Country Airport is a private airport located in McKinney, Texas, USA. A small plane, flying from Midland, made an emergency landing at Aero Country Airport in McKinney in Nov, 2023. However, the pilot was unable to stop the plane at the end of the runway, causing it to crash through a fence and collide with a car on eastbound Virginia Parkway. Thankfully, no one was hurted in the accident. A recent airplane crash on a road in Orlando, Florida, has triggered inquiries into its cause. Fortunately, there have been no reported hurts as a result of the incident. Piz Sengalo is a mountain in the Swiss Alps. On September 11, 2016, a significant rock slide occurred on Piso Sengalo. The event was monumental, with massive chunks of rock cascading down the slopes, creating a formidable and dangerous situation for nearby areas. The rock slide serves as a reminder of the ever-present risks posed by natural phenomena in mountainous regions. Stay tuned until the end for an experience that will leave you captivated. In early February, a notable rock slide occurred, sending boulders tumbling into Lake to sea. This event marked a significant challenge for local authorities as the debris obstructed access along the state road. On October 3, 2017, a landslide occurred at the Coldis Roches quarry, presenting a significant challenge for the local community. The mountain seemed to shake and rocks collapsed to the foot of the mountain. This event raised concerns about safety in the area. Brienz-Brinzols is a village in the municipality of Albula in the Swiss canton of Graubünden. A minor rockslide occurred on May 28, 2023. The rocks rolled down from the top of the mountain, carrying clouds of dust and smoke. It seems to swallow everything in its path. Rockfalls and landslides will occur every year like natural geological surface changes. Things left are piles of rock and eroded mountains. Kellersberg is a prominent peak in the Glocknergruppe mountain range located in the Austrian state of Carinthia, known for its challenging climbing routes and stunning alpine scenery. On September 10, 2012, a rockfall occurred from Kellersberg's northeast ridge in Carinthia's Glocknergruppe. It was witnessed along the Gamsgrubenweg to Oberwalder Hut. About 1,000 cubic meters of material fell, creating heavy dust as it descended over the 300-meter-high rock face. Fortunately, no one was hurt. The mountain is the 23rd highest peak in New Zealand and is a popular peak for climbers. The dramatic rock fall on Mt. Dixon on January 21, 2013. The event caused the collapse of 6 million cubic tons of rock, creating a run-out zone that stretched 500 meters wide and reached heights of up to 10 meters. The rock debris traveled a total distance of 3 kilometers from its starting point to where it came to rest. Horseshoe Show Bend, the iconic landmark, is renowned for its dramatic 270-degree turn, creating a horseshoe-shaped bend in the river. A rockslide at Horseshoe Bend in 2020 temporarily closed the main viewing area due to safety concerns.
Oh, shoot. Oh, rockslide. Over here. Shoot. Imagine like
Rocks rolled along the mountainside carrying huge clouds of dust. No hurts were reported as it occurred during off-peak hours, highlighting the need for ongoing monitoring and maintenance of natural tourist sites to safeguard visitors.
I know, but like seeing.
Oh my gosh.
Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport (SRQ) serves as a vital air transportation hub for the Sarasota-Bradenton metropolitan area in Florida. In April 2017, a small plane performed a dramatic emergency landing at Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport in Florida.
Oh, look at the sparks.
No serious injuries were reported, and the plane was safely brought to a stop.
It's down. They're down.
The cause of the emergency was under investigation to determine if it was mechanical, navigational, or related to another factor.
It's down. They're down.
The successful handling of the emergency landing highlighted the significance of pilot training and the preparedness of airport emergency response teams.
We believe one of the 4 people that got off was the pilot.
Senegal Airport serves as the primary gateway to Senegal, handling both domestic and international flights. A Boeing 7373-00 passenger plane carrying passengers flew from Mali to Senegal. The flight crew declined to take off after identifying a hydraulic issue, which led to a fire breaking out in the left engine. As a result, the passengers had to be evacuated using the emergency slides. 10 individuals sustained hurts, with one of the pilots being among them. The aircraft had 79 passengers and 6 crew members on board. No one got hurt. Tragically, the emergency landing resulted in the aircraft colliding with a hangar, where 14 individuals were taking shelter. Such events underscore the risks associated with adverse weather conditions and the importance of safety protocols in aviation operations. Stay tuned till the end for an adventure that will ignite your imagination. Boeing 720, a four-engine jet airliner. In 1984, NASA intentionally crash-landed a Boeing 720, resulting in a fiery explosion. However, the danger from fire always challenges our courage. The controlled impact demonstration is a pivotal event in aviation history, showcasing the extent to which researchers are willing to push the boundaries to improve flight safety and reduce the risks of aircraft accidents. Blaise Diagne International Airport, AIBD, is the main international airport serving Senegal. In May 2024, a plane incident occurred at the Blaise Diagne International Airport in Dias, Senegal's primary airport. A flight bound for Bamako with 79 passengers on board was compelled to make an emergency landing. Fortunately, 69 passengers are unhurt. In May 2024, a FedEx-operated Boeing 767 cargo aircraft experienced a challenging landing at Istanbul Airport in Turkey. During the landing, the front landing gear failed to deploy, resulting in a dramatic and potentially dangerous situation. The aircraft touched down on the runway, causing sparks as the nose scraped along the surface. However, the crew successfully brought the aircraft to a stop, and there were no reported hurts. The incident in the Gulf of Mexico was indeed catastrophic in terms of its visual impact and the potential danger it posed. The sight of the ocean ablaze due to the gas pipeline rupture was alarming and drew comparisons to scenes from disaster movies. Though it was brought under control after significant efforts, the event highlighted the potential risks associated with such incidents in the oil and gas industry. A scene of horror unfolded as panic gripped inhabitants. A seismic catastrophe reverberated through Jamaica as a formidable 6.5 magnitude earthquake mercilessly struck. It razed buildings, casting the region into chaos. In February 2021, a train carrying fuel tank cars collided with an 18-wheeler in the town of Cameron. Multiple cameras captured the immediate aftermath of the crash, with a large fire and tower of smoke filling the early morning sky. Luckily, neither the truck driver nor the train conductor was injured.
There was another huge explosion.
The fire was primarily petroleum, and that the fire had missed hazardous materials toward the back of the train convoy. People living near a train crash and explosion Tuesday morning were spared by the grace of God from an even worse result from the ordeal. In severe winds, departing from King Harbour became challenging for the sailboat. Unable to navigate back behind the breakwater, caught in the tumult, a massive wave propelled the vessel toward the pier, leaving it stranded. Despite the ordeal, all 4 passengers managed to reach the shore unharmed. Bless them. A fishing boat carrying 3 men capsized in Grand Rapids on Wednesday, March 28, 2018. Thank God all 3 men were rescued by fisherman Dustin Leonard, who responded to the scene in his boat later. That was painful to watch this. They try to recover a beach sailboat, but it ends very badly. The beauty of a ship launch captured in video lies in the culmination of meticulous planning and engineering meeting the raw power of nature. The anticipation, the sheer scale of the vessel, the suspense as it glides down the slipway, and the thunderous splash create a mesmerizing spectacle.
Thank you for watching the video. If you feel it's good, please feel free to click the subscribe button to receive more interesting videos. See ya.
To